on the air. Favelas is on the air. Favelas is on the air. Favelas is on the air.
How?
Hello and welcome to a brand new season of Footballers. It's kind of old school here, getting paid with Tim and Dave.
Exactly.
So something we started, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Forever
Kind of started
ago.
doing this. And this has quickly become our favorite thing to do.
Your beard was not gray, and I was, I'm about the same. I got gray in the sides now.
Yeah, my beard's getting grayer and grayer.
Yeah, it happens.
It is what it is. But we're back. Last 2 weeks ago, we did a college football preview along with an NFL preview. We're going to try and do separate shows for NFL and college, just like we did last season. TJ normally will join us.
He just woke up or something.
He just woke up, slept through his alarm. He's working midnights right now. So
I hate his job.
I don't know if Pondwater will join us this year. I'm sure. I would assume he would. I know he wants to have some guests. I know we're going to try and do it a little different this year than last year. Last year we kind of just had fun with it, made some picks, and just kind of didn't really do a lot of breakdown. I want to do a little bit more of breakdown this year, and discuss why we're making the picks that we're making. We're not going to do that for week 0 because
I was going to say I'm interested to see how you do that with teams that weren't there last year. Yeah. Most likely because the transfer portal. And I mean, the coaches, like you literally are betting on coaches week 0, which doesn't even exist anymore. It's week 1. Florida State plays twice in week 1. Rarely does the team get the chance to be 0-2 coming out of week 1.
Yeah, they played twice in 1 week, 9 days apart.
Yeah. Who's the second?
We're calling it week 0 because it's week 0.
It's not week 0.
That's what they called it on SiriusXM's College Sports this morning. Week 0.
ESPN ought to sue them.
But so as the season progresses, we want to try and break it down a little bit more. And sometimes we kind of were like, hey, we got to do a show. Let's just grab some picks quick. Well, I kind of want to still do the same thing, do 5 or 6 picks each. Everybody will bet on the game of the week, but kind of give more of a detailed breakdown as to why we're picking what we're picking. I kind of want to try and get our good friend Efren on for a show or 2 this year. I know Cassio said he'd love to come on and do some shows with us this year. So I think Pondwater said he's got some local sportscaster or something down there in Mississippi wants to come on and do some shows. So we're going to try and bring more guests in and more people, but also try and do a little bit more in depth of why we're picking what we're picking. So
one more
for these week 0 games, we're not doing that because there's what did we say? 8 games. There's 8 legit FBS games this year.
I'm going to a non-legit FCS game on Thursday night.
So I was invited to go to an FCS game this Saturday.
Trash Pandas?
That's baseball.
Oh.
But no, University of Northern Alabama is playing Samford.
No, Samford's probably still OVC. I was going to say Murray State is playing I can't think. Eastern Illinois, maybe? No. I can't remember who one of their FCS schools on Thursday night.
Well, I know we had talked about watching that game and doing a live talk on it, but I got to go to a retirement party.
Murray State has won 2 games in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But
I do want to do some of that this year. Some footballers actually get on and watch games together. If we have, because I'm not boating as much in the fall. Obviously, football's on. Hey, if we're going to watch the game, if we've all got money on games and we want to talk about it, we kind of did it last year with the bowl games, with the college playoffs,
some Tuesday night action.
So I'm game for whatever. So we're going to start off this week. We've got 8 games. We're going to leave the noon game. The earliest game is the game of the week. So that's going to be our last pick of the week. But we're going to go first. We're going to go out to the state of California. This is the one game for TJ, and he's not even here because he's too lazy.
Big Ten game?
Big Ten game. San Jose State, not in the Big Ten, versus Southern California.
In the Big Ten.
Who is in the Big Ten. So here's a quick little rundown. Last year, San Jose State, 3-9. Not good. USC finished 9-4 in the Big Ten. But here's where it gets interesting. USC leads the entire FBS with 15 returning starters, including their quarterback, Jaden Maivia, the Rock's cousin. So will they or won't they get over the hump? Lincoln Riley.
Here's two things I know about Lincoln Riley teams. Number one, they're going to score a lot of points. Number two, they're going to give up a lot of points.
Yeah. USC is starting the year ranked 15th in the country.
Preseason rankings are so freaking stupid.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, Georgia Tech got a big win. They got a top 10 win over Florida State in Ireland. Yeah, the Florida State team that finished 2-10. That was a real.
Yeah, but I mean, Haynes King, pretty good.
He's looking good for the Carolina Panthers.
Pretty good.
Oh, Bryce Young might be in trouble.
Bryce Young's he's lived his life in trouble.
All right, so San Jose State at USC. USC's favored by 38.5. Over under on that game is 59.5.
I got it at 60.5, but I'm
I
taking
will
the
go
over.
first. I am taking USC under 59.5.
So you're taking both?
Well, I mean, no, USC. I'm taking USC's going to win, obviously, but I'm taking the under 59.5.
Okay,
so
you're
USC is
taking the
going to
under?
win. USC is going to win something like 50-6.
See,
So,
like I said, the two things I know about Lincoln Riley teams, they can score a lot of points, and they're going to give up a lot of points, even to San Jose State, which they're probably only have to give up like 17 points. They'll do it. Over 60.5.
so Timmy's taking over 60.5. I'm gonna go. I feel the under. I feel like a 50-3 type game.
It's easy to take it early in the season because
Yes,
defenses
that's why.
are usually ahead of offenses. But
Well, not only that, defenses are ahead of offenses, but here's what I told people last year about Florida State. You know, Florida State came out last year and beat Alabama to start the year, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, here we go."
that was 2
Florida
years.
State was healthy when they played Alabama. Florida State had some first couple of weeks they were healthy, and then all of a sudden injuries started to take a toll. Florida State had no depth. Team went downhill real quick.
It's a problem.
So here in week one, I'm expecting teams to be healthy. Defenses, especially a team like USC, who's 15 returning starters, 9 on offense, 6 on defense. These guys have played together. They're in
I'm
the
going to
same
remind
system.
you, USC's defense wasn't great last year. Lincoln Riley does not know how to coach defense.
No. Lincoln Riley knows how to recruit.
Yeah.
And,
But not on the defensive side of the
No.
ball.
But
Ray
But I-
Malaluga is not walking through that door.
I'm a big fan of unders early. So
I
I'm
am
gonna take
too,
it.
just not for USC.
But with that being said, now we're going to go to an ACC game. But
And
it's
it
not
actually
a conference.
does count as ACC this year.
No, it's not a conference.
It's
game.
not?
No. They did a 2-year non-conference thing, home and home.
That is so stupid.
So NC State travels to Virginia to face the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia is favored by 5.5. Virginia minus 5.5. Over under 52.5. Now here's the kicker. These two teams played last year the same thing. Week 2 last year. NC State finished 8-5. Virginia finished 11-3, and they were the ACC runner-up. They lost to Duke in the ACC championship game. NC State defeated Virginia 35-31 last season. Virginia had something like 5-6 turnovers or something. It was ridiculous. And still scored 31 points.
That was week 2, though.
Yes. The very next week, or 2 weeks later, they beat Florida State. So I am taking the over 52.5 on this one.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I got 53.5, and I am taking the under because I'm going with your logic. Defense outranks offense the first week of the season.
There's a lot of returning from both teams here. Both quarterbacks returning, things like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go with the over on this pick.
Well, maybe it'll be 27-26, and then we both win. Because you got it at 52.5. I got it at 53.5.
That's it. All right. Our next game. A FBS school versus a traditional FCS monster factory that is now FBS. Jacksonville State travels to North Dakota State to play the Bison. North Dakota State was 12-1 last year in FCS. They lost in the tournament. This is their first season in FBS. They were now in the Mountain West. I'm surprised they didn't go to the Pac-3.
They were in the is it Missouri Valley? I guess. Yeah, they played Murray State last year. I got to watch them in person.
What was the score?
Like 50-something to 3. Like it wasn't close. Like North Dakota State is real.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like a lineman factory for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They turn out so many linemen and linebacker or tight ends. Turn out a ton of them.
So the line on this is North Dakota State -6.5. Over under 46.5.
I got it at 7, but
Timmy C, what's your pick?
North Dakota State -7. I think they blow the doors off of Jacksonville State.
I think they're going to be trying to make a statement with their first game in FBS. I took North.
I would
Dakota
not
State.
be surprised if they beat them by 21 or more.
I took North Dakota State -6.5.
They're good.
Next game, Sacramento State. They finished 7-5 in the Sacramento State. They finished 7-5 in the FCS last year. This is their first season in FBS. More teams coming up. Sacramento State travels to Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan went 4-8 last year. Eastern Michigan is favored -9.5. Over under 52.5. Timmy C.
Well, I'm going to tell you this line opened way lower on the over-under. Way higher on the over-under.
And everybody's been betting it down.
Because I don't know a lot about either of these teams. I think it opened at some weird number like 61 or something. I went over 52.5.
I did the opposite. I went under 52.5. So,
It opened. Vegas knows things, and if it opened at 61, they think there's going to be some points scored.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that is especially in the days of, television dominates everything, and for some reason, they keep trying to speed up every game. I get it in baseball. The pitch clock, I love it. But I don't need you speeding up the NFL and college football. NFL games, I mean, they're flat out 3 hours. Unless it goes to overtime, that bitch is over in 3 hours.
Yeah.
College football's getting there. I like the old rules of if they're out of bounds, clock stops.
To be fair, I mean, like, we should milk football for everything it's worth. I wish they would play into March, and I wish they would start in June.
I mean, I agree. So that's the one thing that kills me is, I mean, you and I have tried to get into XFL and USFL and UFL. It's just not good. It was better this year than it's ever been.
It was. But even it ends, a couple months after the season's over.
I mean, it starts in March and it's over by June.
Yeah.
But when there's only 8 teams,
what am I supposed to do from June to August?
Go outside and play.
No. Do you know how many? I received lots of messages about 2 things today. Jamar Chase hyperextended his knee.
Yep.
And Dolly Parton died.
Yep.
I need something to do. I got to have something to do in July and August. I can't have a piddly injury and up front boobies.
And see, and I'm one of those guys that, when preseason starts, dude, I watch the games.
I've been watching.
Yeah, I like.
I got an
now.
Plus.
Yeah,
just for that.
Both Bucks games so far have been on ESPN Unlimited.
Well, I got $7 I paid for NFL Plus for a month. Yeah. Got the first 2 Bengals games, and this one this weekend is on national television. So
yeah, so the fact that we can't get the fact that you have to order.
I mean, I'm already paying $400 for Sunday ticket, and they're like, no preseason, can't watch that.
What?
We're embargoing that because it's so good.
It still blows my mind how the NFL doesn't have games on CBS, ABC, Fox, CW, USA, TNT.
No. It's on Prime. It's on Peacock.
Yeah. Netflix now.
Like, they know how to get money. They're not stupid.
You could get money but I mean, they'd pay.
They're expanding.
I used to watch. I mean, Sunday Night Football used to come on TNT.
Huh?
Sunday Night Football used to come on TNT. There used to be Sunday Night Football games on TNT back in the day.
I remember it on ESPN. I don't remember it on TNT.
Monday Night Football was ABC.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had Sunday Night Football on TNT. So, I mean, there's
pretty soon it's going to be 7 days a week football.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot.
You've already got – no, it's not, because when you spread it out like that, it's a game. Like, you're going to –
but sometimes – I mean, like, the thing is those Thursday night prime games, very few of them have been worth a shit.
But here's the thing. As long as
when you're playing on Sunday and then playing again on Thursday, it's not good.
If there's betting money behind it, there's going to be eyes watching it.
Oh, yeah, always. I mean, I'm good with it. Like, I mean, like, case in point, Florida State plays, I think they play 4 games this year, not on a Saturday.
Yeah.
They play this Saturday.
Already learned it.
Yeah, so they play this Saturday. Well, I mean, they used to play Thursday night games all the time. So,
but now you get
used to be
night match
college football Thursday night on ESPN. But so Florida State plays this Saturday, and then they play Labor Day Monday. Florida State seems to play a lot of Labor Day games. So they play the Labor Day game Monday, and then they play Louisville on a Friday, and I think they play Florida Gators on a Friday.
They play at Louisville?
At Louisville, they're going to get dominated.
If you want to go, let me know. I got an in on tickets.
I'll have to see how the schedule lays out because I'm already going to 2 games. So in that game will be between the games I'm already going to.
But that game will be free.
Well, I mean, it's not like I pay big money.
Yeah.
When you know the right boosters, they get you hooked up. So I'm going, actually, the girls are going to their first game and we have field passes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Fucking
so I don't know how they're ever going to go to another football game again. No. And they're like, wait, why don't I get to go down to the field?
Like, I want to talk to the players. What?
But see, the way I look at it, so a lot of Florida State fans are pissed.
Well,
the way I look at it,
the football team sucks.
Well, not about that. They're pissed about the games not being on Saturdays. So, but the way I look at it, when Florida State sued the ACC, which I'm still telling you now, Florida State will be getting out of the ACC. But when Florida State sued the ACC, a new addendum was created, and ACC teams now get more money based off their viewership, which Florida State, I mean, the Miami had the highest viewership for the ACC last year.
Well, I'm going to let you know something. Big East football viewership, not that great. When Florida State lands there, that's not going to be the best.
Well, they'll be the only team in the Big East.
Them and Villanova.
Yeah. But Miami had the highest viewership in the ACC last year. But that included the playoffs. Florida State finished second.
And they were nowhere near the playoffs.
Right. So in terms of just regular season, Florida State crushed. So I don't have a problem with those Friday night games, because when Florida State is the only game on Monday
they're
night,
get all
and
the
those
eyes.
2 Friday nights, they're going to get tons of eyes. So that gives Florida State more money.
And guess what? On Saturday, they're not getting my eyes, but on Friday, they're getting my eyes.
Right, exactly. So Florida State will get more eyes when they're playing Friday games. Because, you think about it, that Florida State and SMU is going to be the only game on. It's the week before NFL starts. That's going to draw.
You know what's going to be bad is when SMU crushes them.
Yes. I think that right now the line's like 1.5. But the Louisville game will draw, and then Florida State, Florida always draws. So that's going to draw. So those are 3 huge number games right there. Where you start talking, 3 games, if you have 5 million each, 15 million. I would assume 10 plus million will watch Florida State SMU.
Yeah.
Probably even Florida State, Florida, the day after Thanksgiving, it's going to draw. If the teams are both ranked, it's going to be massive.
I guess with that game, are they going directly up against the NFL?
No, on a Friday?
Yes, the NFL has a Black Friday game.
Do they? I don't know, if it depends on what time the NFL game is.
If they go up against the NFL, probably getting crushed.
Which to me is mind-blowing, because I think college football is so much better than NFL football. I would much rather watch 2 good college programs play. So you take the 2 best teams in NFL. Like, say, just throw it out there. Like the Rams,
Bengals and the Rams. Yes, this year
I would rather watch Georgia
TCU and North Carolina,
Georgia and Oregon play than that.
They've done a good job of separating. So I would assume that Florida is going to be like the appetizer for the NFL game,
because it's going to be a night game.
It's going to be the Florida State game.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Black Friday game I think is at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. So I think that game's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that'll work out. They tend to work together.
Anyway, our next one. Hawaii at Stanford. Hawaii went 9-4 last year. They're in the Mountain West. Dude, Hawaii going and playing North Dakota State this year. That's a lot of airplane rides, man.
A lot of travel. But Hawaii should be used to it. It's not like, they have 6 big plane rides a year.
Yeah. But, they're not stuffed in a tight airplane.
Yeah.
Everybody like this.
But if I lived in Hawaii, I'd only play home games. I'd just be like, you guys all want to come here. Just come here and play.
I like Matthew Elvis Presley's idea. Rutgers versus Princeton should be the first game every year.
That sounds terrible.
First college football game ever.
Also sounds terrible. There were 0 passes thrown in that game.
Yeah. What was do you know the score of the biggest blowout in college football history?
What?
Georgia Tech beat some team 222-0. I think they were playing like fry cooks and shit, but anyway, Hawaii. Stanford's favored by 3.5. Over under is 48.5. Hawaii beat Stanford late last season. I mean, it was early in the season, but beat them late 23-20. So late in the game because Stanford had the lead. Hawaii came back, won 23-20. Stanford favored by 3.5. I'm taking Hawaii plus 3.5.
Well,
Stanford they had the worst
4, and I'm taking Stanford at -4.
Okay, so Timmy C's taking Stanford -4.
Because I trust in Andrew Luck.
So Stanford had the worst passing defense in the ACC last year, some of the worst in all of college football. And what does Hawaii do? They throw the ball. Hawaii was bringing a freshman quarterback last year. I'm expecting a little more. I would like to see Hawaii cover, even if they don't win, 3.5.
Andrew Luck is very disappointed in you.
Andrew Luck's a quitter.
Only at playing. He rides a bike to work now. I've seen the video.
Well, he goes to Stanford. I would assume so, nerd.
I knew that was coming.
All right, the real game of the week. New Mexico State at Florida State.
What? No. It's not the game of the week.
That's the real game of the week. New Mexico
State. For
State.
you.
New Mexico State finished 4-8 last year. Florida State finished 5-7.
Oh, just barely.
Auburn transfer quarterback Ashton Daniels has been named the starter for Florida State. FSU has 6 returning starters. All new
22.
offensive line.
May not be a bad thing.
Offensive line was actually a strength.
They only have 6.
Well, they have their 2 all-world receivers, so there's that. So Deuce Robinson, who some say will be the number 2 or number 3 receiver taken off the board in the NFL.
We should be number 2 if his name's Deuce.
So Ashton Daniels is a big quarterback, but he's very mobile. He actually sat the bench for a lot of the year last year until Auburn fired Hugh Freeze, and then he became the starter. And played very well against Vanderbilt, played decent against Alabama. It's there. He has a terrible record, but he played at Stanford before that. So he's got a lot of turnovers. So Mike Norvell is literally coaching for his job this year.
With 7 L's in his name.
Norvell.
I mean, if we added him up over the years, like the amount of L's in his name, we'd never stop talking.
No, it's just, so I do know Florida State really tried to get Anthony Calandria as their quarterback, but the asking price was too high. So they moved on with Ashton Daniels. Calandria ended up at Nebraska. Nebraska got rid of their.
Nebraska could afford a quarterback that Florida State couldn't.
Nebraska got rid of the 5-star all-world kid who went to Oregon, is now sitting the bench.
Dylan Raiola. Yeah, he's terrible.
Right, yeah, he's been trash.
Baby Mahomes.
Yeah, the guy that wants to be Patrick Mahomes. So I'm taking Florida State minus 30.5. Everybody's been raving about the defense for Florida State this year. The Mandrell twins, or the Desser twins. Desser. The Desser twins have returned. Florida State did lose a lot in their secondary, but linebacker play has been the absolute Achilles heel for Florida State. They went and got a good one. Can he stay healthy? We'll see. I think Florida State, it'll kind of be early. I mean, New Mexico State's terrible.
Florida State, when you talk defense.
If Florida State can't beat New Mexico State by 30.5, we're in for a long year.
Well, I'm just going with the under 53.5. Because I assume Florida State will put up 30 points. I don't think they'll allow 20 points. So I think we got to win there.
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't sound like your quarterback's putting up 69 points, even against New Mexico State.
No, what did he do last year against? Hold on, let me look at his stats last year versus.
You told me all these games he came into and lost. So,
well, that's the problem. But he played for a trash program.
Auburn,
Stanford was what he. So last year, Vanderbilt defeated Auburn 45-38. Diego
but to be fair, Vanderbilt didn't have much
touchdown.
of a defense either.
So let's see. Let's look at the stats here. Ashton Daniels was 31 for 44 with 2 touchdowns for 353 yards.
And 7 interceptions.
No interceptions. But Auburn had 563 yards of offense.
That was a big day for them.
Yeah. So.
All right. So it's 41-7. Okay. Still under 53.5.
Yeah. I'll take 41-7. I'll be okay with that. Last game of the night, you got 10 o'clock Eastern. Memphis traveling out to Las Vegas to play UNLV.
We haven't done the game of the week.
I know. So this is the last game of the night, but not the game of the week. So Memphis travels out to UNLV. UNLV favored -3.5, over under 55.5. Now, like I said, UNLV lost their quarterback, Anthony Calandria. He went to Nebraska. Dan Mullen is a quarterback whisperer. Head coach UNLV. He brought in Auburn quarterback Jackson Arnold and Michigan backup quarterback Alex Orji. He's going to be running a 2-quarterback system.
So it's going to be an orgy in the backfield?
Apparently.
Love it. I don't like my bet though after hearing all that, because I know Memphis is usually a fairly strong team. Yeah,
they're a decent. They're in the Atlantic
AAC,
the Atlantic Conference or whatever it's called,
or American
Conference.
Yeah. I got them at 4.5, and I bet Memphis plus 4.5 because they usually have fantastic running games, good defense, and keep it close.
I'm taking UNLV -3.5. Dan Mullins is a hell of a coach. His knock at Florida has not been good since Dan Mullen left.
Well, they weren't good before he got there either. So
he did wonders with Kyle Trask, did wonders with some other guys. He's a great coach. His knock is he can't recruit. He's kind of a goof and doesn't really resonate very well with recruits. So him being at UNLV probably works. I mean, hell, he had Dak Prescott at Mississippi State because he left Mississippi State for Florida. And I mean, at one point in time, he had Mississippi State as the #1 team in the country with Dak Prescott as quarterback.
But then he had Kyle Trask. So
he damn near beat Alabama and won the SEC with Kyle Trask.
Nearly.
And he's trash.
Well, he might nearly beat Memphis, and Memphis loses by 3, and I win my bet.
There you go. All right, game of the week.
Which is ridiculous to say. 100% ridiculous to say this shit. Game of the week.
North Carolina Tar Heels and the TC, what are they? The
Horned Frogs.
Texas Christian University Horned
Frogs.
Yep,
Texas Christian University Horned Frogs.
Traveling out to Dublin, Ireland, where I was 2 years ago today in Dublin.
How'd that work out?
It sucked. Great trip.
That was the first L in Norvell's name that year.
Yeah, it was. And it was of 10 L's. North Carolina finished 4-8 in their first year under Bill Belichick. TCU finished 9-4. These two teams played. It was Belichick's first college football game.
He got his
head coach
ass
at UNC. North Carolina drove right down the field and scored on their first possession. Chapel Hill went ballistic. Michael Jordan was there. Lawrence Taylor was there. all the celebrities, all the everybody that was there.
In
to
the
support Bill
evacuation.
Belichick. And then they got massacred to the tune of 48-14.
At least they scored 7 more.
Bill Belichick,
Is
without
ass.
Tom Brady, is ass.
Their GM he's on leave.
For some weird.
The defensive coordinator, his kid, is on leave because he's got like herpes in the mouth or something. It's not
Allegedly.
good in North Carolina.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an ugly year in Chapel Hill. The fact that the line was only TCU minus 7.5, I am hammering that all day.
Same.
Line was TCU minus 7.5, over under 46.5. I mean, TCU beat that whole thing last year by themselves.
Although I heard North Carolina went over there 3 months ago and are hoping to get TCU on the jet lag.
They're not going to school yet. They're just going to hang in Ireland for a while.
They're living in Dublin right now.
The problem is they've all gotten fat drinking Guinness.
The problem is they got to go back to North Carolina next week, and they're going to get hammered.
They're going to play like Elon and lose. So there you have it. There's the 8-game slate for week 0 college football. Games actually start Friday, Timmy C.
Thursday, if you're here.
Are there some games Thursday?
Yeah,
So
I don't think I
FCS
can bet on it because
I will be watching FCS games on Thursday night when I get home from Topgolf.
Nice.
And then Friday, games will be on as we're doing the football draft. Saturday, I plan on hitting the boat. And then I'll be back in time for kickoff for Florida State.
I'm going to see OAR on Saturday, so.
Or
No, OAR. Of a Revolution.
Or.
Yeah, okay.
A revolutionary. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Footballers Week 0 signing out. See you next week.
Peace.